sports fans, and welcome back to Rick's Cards and episode number 70 of the TTM Adventures. TTM standing for Through the Mail, where we send our favorite sports figures and celebrities cards and pictures to have autographed, and hopefully they send them back to us and we report it to you here on our YouTube channel called Rick's Cards. Before we get started, I hope you like the channel by hitting the like button and subscribing if you haven't already, and comment. Let us know what you think, what's your favorite cards, and any other questions you might have for me. We get our addresses from Sports Collectors Forum, so that's kind of got you up to date. And again, we're going to have a giveaway pretty soon here. I'm working on a package deal. And speaking of giveaways, I won a contest put on by a giveaway actually, from Mr. Brandon Stebbins. And I won this DVD. I think I was second place, and you got to choose out of 3 different DVDs and an autographed book of some sort. And I chose the 2017 World Champion Houston Astros, the Trash Can Series. That's why I picked it, actually. So I want to give a shout out to Mr. Brandon Stebbins and thanking him for the prize I won. So he's got a great channel, so go check him out if you haven't already. Okay, so let's get to my channel, and our first TTM is coming from, it looks like Shreveport, Louisiana, and it is a 2 of 2. Took 11 days, and is from Mr. Max Elvis. Got a vintage 69 Topps card there, and also a 1970 Topps. Got a very good autograph. He's in his 80s, and love the vintage cards. So thank you, Mr. Max Elvis, for your autograph. Coming up next is from San Diego, California. It is a 4 of 4. Took 16 days. And it is from Mr. Tom Griffin. Mr. Griffin signed this 81 Topps there on the Giants. And then 2 1976 Topps on the Astros. He also signed the index card. So I thank you, Mr. Tom Griffin, for your autograph. Again, that took 16 days. Up next, we've got a Kansas City, Missouri return. It's a 1 of 1. It was a $5 fee and took 16 days, and is Mr. John Mayberry. He was a pretty good hitter back in the day. He signed this 81 Topps for me. Again, he's a $5 fee. And if you know anything about him, he was like a Willie Stargell, the way he hit at the plate. I'd rank him up there with Willie Stargell, Willie McCovey, those big guys batting left-handed and just looking awesome. You wouldn't want to pitch to him. So thank you, Mr. Tom Mayberry, for your autograph. Up next, out of Boston, Mass. And this is a 4 of 4. And it is, it's 7 days. And it's from Mr. Joe Morgan. No, not that Joe Morgan. Manager Joe Morgan of the Boston Red Sox. He signed this 91 Topps. And he also signed a 1990 Topps for me. And he signed 2 index cards. First one saying Red Sox manager, 88 to 91. And he signed this one, Joe Morgan, Red Sox. So it kind of reminds me of Frank Thomas, the original Frank Thomas. I think he might have been the original Joe Morgan. I don't know. Okay. Up next here, we have one coming out of Santa Ana, California. It is a 3 of 3. Took 16 days. It is from Mr. Bill Stoneman, one of the original Expos there. He was a good pitcher. Let's see, I think he was a 20-game winner. I'm not sure. If he was or not, I have to look it up. This 71 tops does not show the complete stats. So, again, he signed the 271 tops for me. He's a very good signer. And he signed an autograph card, the Sweet Spot autograph card for me. Very good autograph. So thank you, Mr. Bill Stoneman, for your autograph. Coming up next out of North Virginia. Wrong side there. Out of North Virginia. It is a 2 of 2. This took 47 days. And it is from Mr. Pete Schrock, or Schreck, however you want to say it. He signed 2 95 Pinnacles for me. These came out very good. Again, it took him 47 days. And I thank him for his autograph. Thank you, Mr. Pete Schrock. Schrock. Could be Shrek. Shrek. Let's call him Shrek. Up next, we have no idea because it's not postmarked. Get a free stamp there. This one took 113 days. It's a 1 of 2. And it is from Gary Pettis. Mr. Pettis signed this 90 tops for me. There on the Detroit Tigers. And he did not sign the autograph card for me. I requested him to inscribe it a 2017 World Series champs. He was the coach on that team. And he didn't do it. So, for whatever reason, it took him 113 days to decide not to sign it, which I can understand. He's busy coaching. I think he's still coaching for the Astros. I thank him for the 1 autograph anyway. Up next, out of Syracuse, New York. I don't know why I want to say Sacramento. This is a 4 of 4. Took 10 days. And it is Mr. Frank Depino. Mr. Depino signed the 91 tops. Of course, on the St. Louis Cardinals. He also signed this 90 upper deck on the Cardinals. Explaining why he should be pitching, I think, is what he's doing. Sitting in the bullpen. And he also signed 2 index cards. So I thank you, Mr. Frank Depino, for your autograph, sir. Puts a little dot there in the middle, a little something going on there. So I thank you, Mr. Frank Depino, for your autograph. Up next, out of North Texas, Dallas, Texas. That's an old one because it's got the Christmas stamp on it. It is old. It took 258 days. It's a 2 of 2, and it is from Mr. Colby Ward. Mr. Ward signed 2 91 Donruss for me. 258 days. That was back when we were doing the contest there, the 90s contest that we were in back during the Christmas time. So I thank you, Mr. Colby Ward. A little late, but I'll take it every time. Up next, we're down to the last 2 here. This one's coming out of St. Louis, Missouri. It is a 1 of 3. Maybe, I believe he must be a 1 per. Took 15 days, and is Mr. Ken Holtzman. He only signed the 1 for me, the 71 tops. And I believe he's a 1 of, but I sent him 3 cards and probably forgot to look to see if he was a 1 of. But I thank him for his autograph. Thank you, Mr. Ken Holtzman. And last but not least, another one with a Yogi Berra stamp. No return. But I'm guessing it came out of Los Angeles, California, because that's where I sent it to get back an angel. Charlie's Angel. Miss Cheryl Ladd signed this Charlie's Angel card for me. And, it's a 1977 Spelling Goldberg card, they're called. And she also signed a second one. So I thank Miss Cheryl Ladd, and she was also good enough to sign 2 index cards for Miss Cheryl Ladd. She was on Charlie's Angels, and I don't know if you remember a show called Vegas. She played James Caan's wife in that. That was a good show called Vegas. So I thank you, Miss Cheryl Ladd, and I thank you all for watching today and tuning in, and hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and give me a comment. What was your favorite card I showed you today? And until then, always hustle. You never know who's watching. And by the way, how about them Cardinals? Bye.